Hey everybody, it's Trags once again inside the brand new Auerbach Center. The first time, Chris Grenham, the Celtics have been able to host their draft activities here.
That's right.
Draft night activities. 2018, the Celtics only had one draft pick, and it was Robert Williams out of Texas A&M. The Celtics get their big man, and Danny Ainge told us after the draft night was over that essentially, Chris, they weren't going to move up. They weren't going to move Terry Rozier on this particular night. They were going to stay put at 27 and get their big man.
Right, and he kind of said it plainly. They don't need any more young players, and he's right. You know, they have a good base. They showed that last year, and in their playoff run, they don't need to add any more young talent. So they stayed put, and I think it was good. I think they would have been forcing it. You know, the market clearly was not there. They didn't try and get into the second round and grab another young guard to potentially ship Terry Rozier out of town. So for now, pre-July 1, Terry's still on the Celtics roster.
While we're on the subject of one Terry Rozier, I think he played a bit of a practical joke on Danny.
Yeah,
it turned into a practical joke. I don't think he intended it to be that way. He was on Bleacher Report during the draft here on Thursday night in their studios, and he FaceTimed with Danny, not exactly informing Danny that he was on Bleacher Report. And what does Danny do? He says, "Oh yeah, Terry, we're drafting a point guard."
Danny, what's up? Who is gonna be?
I gotta draft a point guard.
You know, I need to really know who it's gonna be, so I can, you know, the little inside scoop.
We're trying to find out right now.
Try to find out right now. Okay, you don't really want to give me the inside scoop. I understand.
No, I do. I wish I could tell you, but I think it's gonna be Bob Williams. But we're working on looking at all the medical stuff.
Okay, gotcha. You know, I just wanted to call and mess with you a little bit, see who it was. You know.
All right, brother.
All right, man. I'm gonna talk to you. Be safe.
Okay, see you.
Yep.
Bye.
Bob Williams. I'm gonna go with Bob Williams.
I was obviously joking with Terry about the guard position, but I had no idea it was on live it was. I thought he was FaceTiming me. I had no idea. But anyway, that is sort of funny.
It's funny how that works out, isn't it?
It's classic Danny Ainge. It was perfect. Imagine doing that to your boss and not telling him that you were live in front of, you know, close to 1 million people. It's pretty hysterical, but it was great. And then, you know, he alluded to them going through the medicals and preparing to draft Robert Williams, and Terry Rozier immediately tweeted out Robert Williams' name. So he beat Woj to the punch, and Terry Rozier has a future as an NBA analyst potentially.
Certainly, for the time being, he also has a future with the Boston Celtics. Will that be in 2018-19 season? We'll have to wait and see. But I think one of the big winners in this night was Terry Rozier staying with the Celtics. Certainly, his market, I think, only gets bigger and bigger and better, right?
Yeah, I agree. Like I said before, I think they would have been forcing a deal if they tried to get it done tonight. Obviously, the market is still going to be there throughout free agency, and as the offseason, you know, moves on, it's not like the draft is it. It's not like the offseason ends after tonight. There's plenty of time. So if they were to explore a deal, they have, you know, after July 1, once free agency begins, there's plenty of room to do so. Maybe they won't, maybe they will. But for now, I think it was the right move to stay tight and you know, not move him today.
And Danny Ainge said in his press conference after both rounds were completed that the price was just too much, and they weren't going to move up into the top, let's say, 5 or 10 picks and go after a guy like Mo Bamba or out of Texas, or go after the other big man that garnered a lot of attention out of Michigan State, Jaren Jackson.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and again, they have a great base of young talent already. It's not like they needed to go into the late second round and grab another guard, grab another wing. It's just not needed. So I think they were smart. A lot of times teams, you know, overdo it in terms of trying to go out and get talent on this draft night. And, you know, for once, the Celtics kind of laid low, which we haven't seen a lot in the last couple of years, but I think it was the right decision tonight.
Winners on draft night going forward: Robert Williams out of Texas A&M, the newest member of the Boston Celtics, and one Terry Rozier. He's Chris Grenham. I'm Mike Petralia inside the Auerbach Center. Talk to you soon.